Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Reside Daily Bite. I'm your host, David Doucette, and I have to address the elephant in the room. And I wasn't going to, but I'm going to, and obviously I got my hair cut about 30 minutes ago. And actually it feels great, although every time I go, more and more gray kind of falls on the little cape there. And the guy who cuts my hair said they have, they can fix that with this sort of flashback product that they have. But so far the gray doesn't bother me, and I do subscribe to gray makes men more distinguished, and we'll see if if my subscription to that philosophy stays as time moves on. So I have to address that. And then I also want to talk about homeowner education. And first thing I want to mention is the First Time Homebuyer Seminar that I'm doing here in our office or studio next Thursday, April 29th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock in the evening, and I'll have some wine and cheese. I'm going to have my mortgage broker, Dean Pillar, is going to be speaking about what a mortgage broker does. Heidi Smith from LA Citywide Escrow will be talking about the escrow process. The home inspector may or may not be able to make it that evening. And then I'll also be talking about what an agent does completely free. So I do want to let everybody know about that. But also I want to let you guys know that if you're in the market for buying a home in your neighborhood or in your area, find out who's doing some sort of home buyer seminar. There's a lot of realtors who will do these, and I think they're a great way for you, the home buyer, to get a lot of good information from, hopefully credible sources. Because as you guys know, if you've been following me in the Daily Bite or on the Reside Realtor Online Radio Show, the podcast, or the Approachable Architect podcast, I'm all about giving out information, giving it freely, because I do believe in some way, shape, or form that does come back to me in the terms of business, but also building relationships. But I'm just passionate about putting information out there, because I think there's information that homeowners need to know, both as an architect and somebody who's considering doing construction on their home, or as a real estate agent, real estate broker, and somebody who's thinking of buying or selling their home. So I'm a big proponent of education, and I think if you can find people in your area who are providing those educational services, those free seminars, they may be the people that you end up working with. They also may not. Typically there's no obligation at these things. But for me, in whatever kind of service, when I'm looking for a service, if somebody is providing free information, they're taking the time to put together a seminar or put out some sort of content that's completely free with really no strings attached, that helps that person build credibility in the community. And that is what I try and do with my product, or I should say with my content that I produce. But again, if you're in an area looking to buy a home, find out who's the content provider. Find out who's really reaching out to the community and putting free information out there, because what they're saying, the National Association of Realtors is saying that about 90% of new home buyers are going to the internet first when searching for a new home. So that means people just want information. Things have changed with the internet and social media now. The hard sell is not really in these days. It's more about providing information and people getting this information, letting them figure out what they need to get with that information. And I think I just sort of lost my point there. But the point is, free information is king, and I think it will continue to be. And I love doing this. I love putting this information out there, and that's I think that's my daily bite for today. Thanks for checking it out. Thank you for noticing my short hair. My name is David Doucette.